made it look easy. That's an extra 10 points for Martí.
That's
oh no.
That's
it's negative, I think. Right?
Honestly, I was standing in front of it, and I say it's impossible. It's huge. It's negative. It's uphill. There's nothing logic about the run-up. It's all off camber. Yeah, really hard.
Also, like the grass doesn't make it ideal for getting speed.
Because that's also something that changed in this World Championship here, and we only seen it a few times in the previous World Championships. Is like the surface is usually a hard surface and rolls really easy, and here it's all grass and sand and off camber and potholes everywhere. So it's back to the old school again.
I think it's one of the cool things in trials, right? I mean, you can never train for the exact specifications of that terrain.
It started to be very stereotyped, and riders were doing it, and that's because I think the organizers weren't putting enough effort to give a good variation of obstacles. But here they definitely stepped away from that stereotype, and that's why we see such a high score and so many faults and people falling. Yeah, good way to do it, Vincent.
It's the same as Martí.
And that's, you know, when they tell you jump to your foot, you can't. But then they put the chrono on and you, it just happens. You jump and your foot goes off the pedal automatically.
It's one of the things you can't really train for.
This is something he's really good at, I think. See?
Okay, no pedals here.
No, and it's bad for Jack here. So Jack has a left pedal forward, so it's gonna be exciting to see. Yeah, he's gonna do this one easy. This gap, it's a piece of cake for him. Yeah.
Here we can see a Spaniard. We could also hear César Cañas, his trainer, cheering him on. I mean, talk about experience.
It helps, Cesar, I asked him to be my minder in 2010. Oh, what did he do? Puncture? Oh. Yeah, probably has a puncture.
He needs assistance here. Let's see if they can help him out.
Ah, damn.
Oh, that's bad luck. Oh yeah, puncture.
Puncture. Probably happened here. He hit the bottom of the rock.
Oh, that sucks.
You know, they make these tires always lighter and lighter, and they.
We did see a lot of people racing yesterday with, you know, these orange inner tubes that are super light. They're like 40 grams for an inner tube.
I would never trust my World Championship title on that.
For a few extra 50 grams.
If your body weight, if you're 5%, if you're with a 5% body fat, then you can start changing your bike.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's always a lot of weight to take off, right?
Yeah.
And here we can see
the Whitman.
German.
Very powerful rider. Lots of strength. Very German. Has a left foot forward, so it's harder for him. He's gonna have to jump a little bit higher than the others because his front wheel is on the left of the rock now.
It is a very high.
See, really hard.
That of 5.
Yeah, his knee is on the ground. You can't do that. Sucks, man.
Okay.
It's really hard for a left pedal forward rider like Whitman and Jack Carthy.
Yeah, it'll be cool to see if Jack will be.
I think Jack is gonna clear that. He's gonna probably go to 2 wheels there.
And as you're saying, like starting with a move like that, that's not bad for.
No,
it's not a bad start for competition.
It's slightly too hard almost. It should be the 5th or 6th gate to keep it chronological.
Okay, Julian, I mean, this guy's got so much power.
It's unbelievable.
He's not the most technical rider, but I mean, the power, he was just clearing obstacles like crazy. I mean, he was super spectacular to watch.
He's a product of the new school where everybody like jumps to the front wheel like, I don't know, 3 meters and more.
Yeah.
And then I think I saw videos of where he lives. He lives in a very wet area in winter, so he trains on wet rocks, and that like shapes you. He doesn't only train big moves, I think. the way he's going for it here seems like he's gonna try.
I mean, I think this is his.
I think it's possible, to be honest. See?
Oh yeah.
I told you.
The pressure's going on for Jack.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gotta just go and try
Wow.
everything. That's a big move.
It's hard, for Jack on his left side. Because
Now-
his front wheel is going to have to go 15 centimeter higher than what Julian just did.
I mean, also super young rider. And he was born into the year 2000, so not even 22 years old.
22.
Okay, so here he is, the front hook. I mean, this one's.
Yeah,
he'll
he
be-
starts to be, he's already a little bit tired. That's not something you're going to see with Jack. You can see he's a little tired already.
I think Jack just focused on the physical so much this year.
Jack lost like more than 10 kilograms in the last 4 years.
Well,
Yeah, he's so sharp. Like he has veins everywhere. And, like it's unbelievable. So he's overdoing it. Like he shouldn't go to back wheel there.
that's very high for a back wheel.
Yeah, just have a proper hook and go over it. And that's experience, you know.
Oh, okay. So, I mean,
That's weird that he.
yeah. I mean, I think that's just the way he trains. I mean, just so. Not a bad score at all.
That's
4
good.
points. That's very, very
So
good.
Vincent,
But yeah, he looks tired. I'm not sure if it's the temperature, but
wow,
he is looking a bit tired.
he's Spanish and should be used to it. That side hop is impressive.
Yeah.
I was standing next to it, and it's at least 138 to the back wheel and 145 where the front wheel has to go.
The size of the stuff these guys are going up, it is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And here we can see Nico Vallet, the French. I mean, as you were saying, I mean, this guy deserves a win. I mean, he's been second for
Yeah.
many World Championships and many World Cups, so
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he really wants it.
He's also very, very powerful and jumps very far in isolated moves. But when it comes to consecutive, I think he can do it theoretically.
Oh yeah, and he made it look easier.
Yeah, man, easier. Yeah, he has a lot of power. It's unbelievable.
And he was a junior World Championship twice.
Yep, he definitely has the talent. In the beginning of his elite category, he was lacking physique. He couldn't finish these sections, but he definitely worked on that.
I think he was pretty into powerlifting, so I mean that's
Yeah.
where you can see where he gets the amount of power, but that also makes you heavier and makes you tired.
That's always been the hard part in trials. You want to have the power, but you need the physique, but you don't want to be a weightlifter and you don't want to be a road cyclist. So it's always the fine line.
I think it also depends on what the riding style of each rider is, right? I mean, you've got guys like Paul Tarrés, super strong, super muscular.
Yeah.
But I mean, he also, I mean, I saw him yesterday with his physiotherapist. He was suffering and didn't deserve it.
Yeah. And he does a lot of cardio. He rides 120 kilometer road rides. Yeah, he's super fit. It's really hard, the obstacles, to be honest. Yeah, it's like on TV it doesn't do justice, but like if you see the judge standing next to it,
Yeah.
it's like the rock itself is over 2 meters.
I'm pretty sure Jack will try and get there with nearly a minute left.
Yeah, but Jack will have problems on the second and the third obstacle, I'm afraid, with his pedal forward. We'll see.
Let's have a look.
But he can do anything.
It's the man himself, one of the favorite, if not the favorite, to win today, but
Confidence, as always.
it's just so smooth.
What a machine. I trained with Jack when he was 14. I was 28. He was exactly double his age. And yeah, it was unbelievable what he was doing already then.
yeah.
Easy, easy.
Cleared that easy.
Even if it's like most riders can hook 170 centimeters, he just goes straight to back wheel. Now his pedal is forward. See?
Oh, he's in trouble here.
Yeah.
Let's try that again.
Okay.
Because he passed, he can't go back. That's a good move from him.
That's smart because his pedal was really...
It is in the way, yeah.
Yeah, he was annoyed with his left foot pedal forward. Wow.
So 57 seconds left.
I'd like to see him on that last rock.
I mean, he'll definitely go for it. It's the last move, so...
Yep.
So
What do you think?
Look so easy. I mean, he'll definitely go for it. So
he has time.
Yeah, I think he's the rider that's got the most time to try it.
I think he's gonna have to bunny hop it really fast and go as high as he can, and it wouldn't surprise me if he did it.
Can he make the difference here with Nico Vallée and
he's gonna
Julian
go.
Sand?
Wow.
Hook. It's not bad. 18 seconds left.
Oh,
time isn't.
Camera is a
too
little
good
bit. Come on, Jack. Yeah. He's gonna be out of time. 50 points.
Not enough time. He tries it again.
Yeah. Really hard to do that as the last move, full of like your arm pumping, your legs are sore, and then you gotta do that. Unbelievable. Well done, everybody.
Okay, so we have 3 riders tied in first position. We have Julian, Nico, and Jack, all 3 of them.
Yeah. A pity about Vincent flat tire.
Yeah, that's bad luck, man. I mean, you've been training for so long.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, he's still in there. He's just 10 points away. Okay, so Martí is playing with the top guns.
This section is interesting. It's like yesterday in the semi-final, but they closed more, made the gates narrower and closed more B-lines. There's only one option now, so...
Julian did a really incredible move yesterday. I don't know if you see, like, on his rear tire to front.
This gap is huge. Wow. Again, it doesn't do justice, but it's just massive, this gap.
I mean, it's also easy here to get a puncture.
Yeah. Can you believe that we do this on a fork that's only 500 grams? He's like, what, 75 kilograms?
Yeah.
And then he goes back and we go up. And it's a few tons go on that fork.
I mean, the kilos are full or forced. One of these forks must...
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's got it.
Nice.
Do you break them often?
Carbon forks? No. The aluminums? Yes. Back in the days, it was always like a gamble, a Russian roulette.
And the carbon ones don't?
Not really,
awesome.
no. This is massive, to be honest. It's funny that he's trying because...
Oh, it slipped, but he's still in.
What's happening right here it's special because he's gonna really gain a lot of points.
Yeah.
It's the gap that he just did and saved with his foot. It's huge.
I mean, he definitely had to take the risk if he wanted to continue with the rest of the points.
He's on fire.
He's smooth. He's feeling it. I mean,
the 10 points from the 30 points, sorry, for the start. He knows he has to do a little bit better.
This is pretty scary. That's a pretty scary move.
I wonder why he doesn't start from the beam.
All right.
He could have easily started on the beam to do that. How much time he has left?
So many hooks in this section.
Too
that's
much.
a pity.
Yeah, it's over for him. No more time. Well done.
Not bad. 30 points.
Beautiful. This gap, just to start with, unbelievable.
Yeah.
You can tell that the young guys have so much spring in their legs. Like,
I mean, the hours that these guys are training. I mean, I definitely know Martí because, I mean, we were training with him in the Pyrenees. And I mean, the guys just are never tired. I mean, before people used to train 2-3 hours a day. I mean, these guys train 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon, wake up next day, and it's again and again. So I mean,
yep.
It's hard. It's hard. And as you were saying before, like the altitude. I mean, they're starting to train really smart.
Yeah, and the guys like Vincent and Gilles, and yeah, nice. That's his specialty now, Vincent. In the last 2 years, he focused so much on his power. He never did any weightlifting before, so he started to do it only 2 years ago. And his riding has improved by, I don't know, his gaps probably by 10-15%. It's pretty impressive.
And also the styles.
Wow, see, he goes to front wheel again there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be. We didn't see it, but he went to front and back.
Let's see what he's going to do here.
Just imagine you land on your front wheel on a 10 centimeter.
It's scary. I mean, the thing is, these guys are in so much control.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, that was pretty risky. Could have slipped.
It could have slipped.
There was a lot of inclination there.
Honestly, Vincent, what he's doing here, these gaps, it's not normal that a guy at his age can still do this. It's really impressive. The distance and yeah.
I mean, he's just been riding forever. I mean,
yeah, because compared to, let's say, 15 years ago, the gaps now are double. Like we got
and the style of riding has changed so much too.
Guys our age, we constantly have to change our software. Beautiful. A lot of power.
30 points so far.
That's really up to his alley, these power moves.
Let's see if we can do better than Martí in this part of the sections.
To save time, you gotta like ride up it and go straight to back wheel. He tries, but
yeah.
Come on, one
I mean,
more.
also you gotta have the confidence of like pulling like in such a thin surface.
Yeah. And usually, if you hook something like this, your front wheel is lower, but now there's a piece of wood on the top. There's a piece of wood on the top, so your wheel doesn't fall so deep.
Doesn't go in, right?
So you don't have the pull to pull your bike up.
Okay, I mean it's not the worst, but I'm sure he definitely wanted to clear that obstacle.
See how he.
Wow.
It's impressive. The progression he made with his power, his gaps, and everything.
Okay, so here's Oliver about to come in. I mean, I'm sure he can do better. He's in section number 2, so he's still got a bit of margin.
Yeah.
We need to remember there are only 5 sections here. So far, they've cleared, but some of the riders are starting to clear the second, so let's see what the German rider is capable of doing.
Front? Yes. No, hook it. That's why Vincent got so far, you know? He went straight to... he's gonna dab. Now, the best thing is to lower your front wheel. Yeah, good. 2 foot.
Oh no. And that's a 5.
Yeah, he did it wrong. If you do this, you gotta dab. Let your front wheel go down first, and then pull your bike up.
I mean, that's getting Martí closer to the podium.
Yep. Well, to beat Julian and Vincent, Martí's gonna have to...
Yeah, I think it is starting to be a bit clear. The 3 first guys are going to be pretty tough to beat. Julian about to go in. I remember seeing Julian a few years ago. I mean, he's definitely worked in his technique. He was not technical at all. I mean, he was super powerful, but not technical.
Yeah, I saw that last year.
He's starting to get smoother and smoother every year, and he's still got a long way to go, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Directly with the rear wheel. Oh no! Oh no!
That's exactly what you just said. You know, he can jump really far. This is probably half a meter closer than what he's used to. But you make it technical by now he has to land on something narrow, and it gets a little bit harder. So
that's a big mistake from Spaniard. Okay.
yeah,
He lost valuable 20, 30 seconds there.
yeah. Well, this is his specialty. It wouldn't surprise me if he lands on 1 foot. He usually does that. He lands on the front wheel on 1 foot.
Let's have a look. He made that look pretty easy.
You know, when I look at the sections, I'm always like, it's impossible. And then
So he's
then it just happens.
just 30 seconds to go. He definitely needs to go fast if he wants to add a few extra points.
Everything to back wheel. Yeah, nice. 40 points there.
Doubt he'll have enough time to finish. He needs to go fast, just 20 seconds to go. I mean, scary stuff like this with few seconds left. I mean, okay. Come on, Julian.
In the semi-final, I saw him not doing it, so maybe now with the adrenaline of the final he can.
No.
5 seconds. Yeah, he does it.
Okay.
He has to get out of there to get the 5 to 10
Extra
points.
Nice.
50?
50. 50 or 40?
Depends. Maybe he was out of time for the...
Let's check.
When I see them suffering like that, I'm actually happy not to make the finals and sit here.
I mean,
Yeah. See, he kind of... Yeah. I think it's too close for him.
yeah. Next time we'll have to tell Dani Parramon to put the obstacles further because, I mean, these guys have so much power. Just to let you guys know, I mean, the heat here is really, really hot. So, I mean, it was supposed to rain these days. We were super lucky, but I mean, I'm sure these guys are definitely feeling the heat. So, for all of the racers that are used to Spanish weather, that will definitely affect them.
Nicola, definitely up to his capacity. Look how easy he makes it look.
I mean, he's definitely one of the favorites for the podium, if not for the win.
Yeah, I agree. The French people shouting his name.
It's just yesterday in the semi-finals, there was a difference of...
Come on! Whoa, that was close.
Okay.
Good save. He has a slightly shorter bike than all the rest, so the switch from front to back makes it kind of easier. That's why.
More like a 20-inch bike, right?
Yeah, that's why Julian is on a longer bike, and he's way smaller than the rest, so that's why he struggled to switch so fast.
Let's have a look here. Oh no.
That's weird because that's really his specialty.
Yeah.
But sports, fatigue, chronos, tapes makes it always.
Also, I think it did look pretty slippery and it's not flat, so that definitely makes it a lot harder.
They put some, they painted it with sand in it, so it's a little bit more grippy, but definitely wouldn't trust it.
Okay, he's going faster than Julian, but he did put one dab. Let's see if he can get further than Spaniard.
I think Jack is gonna be everybody doing these big gaps. I think he's gonna feel a little bit threatened because I talked to him. He tried to go straight on.
He just wants to go through it, and he's got 30 seconds to add an extra 10 points.
Yeah, I don't think Jack. Wow.
All right.
To do this so fast, so technical, so dangerous, not easy. I think Jack is feeling really threatened now because the size of the gaps, to see them doing it, he must be like, whoa, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one jumping that far and that big.
Did you manage to speak to him, or what was he feeling?
He was. He thought everybody would put his foot down there on the big jump on the round obstacle, and basically everybody almost cleared it. So, they probably didn't give him the 10 points. Not sure what's happening.
What's happening there?
Not sure. I hope. I'm not sure. Hooligans? No, we don't have that yet in trials, right?
It'll come. It'll come.
We don't want that. They can stay away.
I mean, this kind of stuff definitely can affect your mind before starting. So let's see how the English will perform.
Easy. Powerhouse. I think it's gonna give him a lot of confidence too to see that the other riders just did it. So, because he wasn't sure, he thought he could slip. He wasn't really 100% sure. But I think
there's two things. You can feel confident, like, hey, everyone's done it, or
no.
I need to do it.
He doesn't even go to front wheel.
So much power from him.
No, he has so much spare power.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how this guy performs. I mean, he is looking confident. He's got time.
He's going for 60 for sure.
Yeah. That would put him in first position.
If he hangs on it, 1 minute left. That's amazing. Yeah. He kind of invented this technique.
That's it. I mean, the only guy to do this.
In 2012 and the World Cup in Alter, my event that in my hometown, there was a steep thing just like that, and he hang on it, go to back wheel. We were all like, "What's happening here?"
I remember this new English guy arrived with his handlebar upside down.
Oh
right?
yeah, on his almost at his axles.
I do remember, like, in the next World Championships, everyone was like in the handlebar in the same way. So he's,
come on, 18 seconds, easy, perfect,
60
perfect.
points.
60. You know, he really wants it.
I mean, he wants it, but I think the pressure's also so.
Like,
he's got so much pressure on his arms.
Also, the last World Championship, he lost because he kicked off an arrow, and you know, pain and arrows are always the best lesson. And he, in the back of his head, is like, not again.
Yeah.
Not with me, guys. Not with me.
He really wants it. Okay, let's go into section number 3. At the moment, the favorite, Jack Carthy, he won the semi-finals yesterday, and he is leading in today. He's got a 20-point advantage with Nico and a 30-point advantage with Julen. I think, by the way, he didn't add those extra points because he's in third position.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's see what Narti's got for us today. I mean, I was talking to him and he was just like super happy to be in the final. So, oh no, it's a 5.
First obstacle.
That's bad for him.
That's
yeah, pity, because it wasn't. I'm sure he can clear that. No
this
problem.
is the long-term learning process that he's now experiencing. You know, those first years competing, you're like.
Let's have a look at the tape there.
Yeah, his back wheel is going over the rope.
That's a pity.
Too bad.
Probably, if it was tape, he would have been in, but.
Kind of like how they use rope now. It's more, first of all, sustainable, which is a really important topic now, and it's like, yeah, it looks better than tape.
Definitely, yeah.
And stronger, because
tape breaks, yeah.
You ride on it, it breaks, you lose your world championship because of that.
Okay, so let's see.
More precise, more experienced.
I mean, Vincent, although he did have a puncture, he's tied in the...
Changing your tire. Oh, he's gonna probably hook the beam. Oh.
I mean, this, now you can see the ramp that he'll be, if he reaches the end of the section, he'll have to do the ramp, which that will look pretty spectacular.
Straight to back wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Makes it look so easy.
What do you think about this ramp? Because, I mean, we were looking at it with some of the riders yesterday, and it looks like far away, right?
The ramp looks far away, but you can like go for it. And I think, you know, if you're out of time almost, you're gonna probably hit it and pray for dear life that you make it. But if you have time, you're gonna play safe and hook it and hang on it and then go to back wheel on the obstacle.
I think it is cool, like for ramps, and I mean it's different stuff, and it's that kind of stuff that riders don't normally train for.
Yeah. Look, this is a flaw in the rule book. So I think he punctured. No, he's riding really flat.
Yeah, I think he punctured his rear wheel, right? Oh.
No.
It looked like he was very, very low pressure. I mean, not again. No, he's good.
It looked like. So there's a flaw in the rule book where we said we couldn't put your foot down and turn your bike inside the gate from the other side. So when you do it, you still can, but you just got to jump once up and down on your foot, and then it's considered a second dab, and then you can turn your bike in.
I mean, these guys know the rule book really, really well. I mean, their job depends on it. Oh, no, again?
No, man, come on.
Oh, that's bad luck.
I
feel
saw.
sorry for him.
Yeah. Honestly, he.
I mean, there must be some issue with his tire, right?
Honestly, I trained with him last month, and he punctured twice in one training.
Wow.
And he said, I keep puncturing this tire, and I don't know, maybe I hope he took some precautions and changed it, or I don't know why he's still on that same tire.
I mean, 2 punctures in 3
Yeah,
sections, that's a lot of bad luck.
I never call a puncture always bad luck. It's sometimes you're tired, you jumped in the wrong place, you use the wrong inner tube, there's always like, or yeah.
I mean, I guess the smoother you are, the...
Exactly. I always puncture when I'm tired.
Yeah.
Because I land a little off and...
Okay, so just to let everyone that's just tuned in, we're in the World Championships in the 26-inch Elite. And I mean, right now, okay, rear wheel. Right now, we're going to see who the best rider in the world. So, I think this is going to be definitely, I mean, we've been 2 years without World Championship, so it is going to be interesting to see who the best rider is. I mean, some of the riders we've been seeing what they've been up to with social media, but some of them have been pretty silent, so it's cool to see everyone here.
Wow, that's good, huh? Because this, that rock, those 2 rocks on top of each other are like 2 meters high, and you're starting on a uphill run-up, so there's nothing easy about that.
I'm sure Oliver definitely wants to stay at least in, because he did classify in 4th position.
Yep.
So, I mean, he definitely wants to make up for it.
Yeah, beautiful. So much power, everybody. Unbelievable. That's like a 1 meter 30 high obstacle, like a little platform just floating in the air, and you got to land on it in between 2 arrows. It's unbelievably hard.
It is super small.
Yeah.
I mean, they did it yesterday in the semi-finals. Okay, a 5 front axle.
Yeah. Now you can start discussing as much as you want, and if they say it's 5, it's 5.
I mean, the good thing in the finals and also in the semi-finals, you have 2 commissaires to try and minimize errors, so that makes it as fair as possible for the riders. It wasn't in this section, it was in the one after. Okay, and the Spaniard, let's see what he's got to offer.
Powerhouse Julen.
Nobody's managed to make it to the jump, so it'll be interesting to see if Julen makes it.
I think now we're gonna see more of that.
I mean, he was 3rd in the Spanish Cup in Navarra in 2021, so it definitely wasn't his best results. He is definitely aiming for more here, so a podium would definitely be a great result for the Spaniard. Super young, still lots of years to learn, so watch out for this guy in the future.
Yeah, especially having this guy here behind him, Abel Mustieles, experienced, few times world champion. He owns the Clean brand that Julen is on, so Abel is definitely coaching him and giving him all the tips and tricks he can. And Abel used to be a very technical rider. Julian is a little bit less of a technical rider, so Abel will definitely teach him the tips and tricks.
They have been training together, like all
Yeah.
the clean factory riders did do a meeting near where Abel lives last month. So I mean, I'm sure
In Caspe.
they have had a lot of training together.
Yeah, and it's a very technical terrain there. It's like,
That's so high.
this is really hard, but a little bit of an advantage for left foot forward pedal. So it's going to be good for Jack. Because there's that beam.
Oh, that was close. 36 seconds. Not much time to go.
It's one of the few times that I see that
We can hear the
nice.
Spanish cheering
Now he
up.
has it.
I'm sure the home crowd definitely helps.
Now you're hanging there.
Come on, Julian, and he's up. All right. So 10 points more for the Spaniard.
That's
10
good.
seconds. It's going to be hard for him to get the extra points. Come on, Julian.
On 30 points now. Definitely puts him a little bit more in the front.
Oh, well, not bad, not bad.
Out of
30
time.
points.
Good.
I mean, I think here's definitely where the Englishman has a big advantage. He's just so fast.
Yep.
Not too happy.
Yeah, you always want more, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's aiming for the top spot. Oh, just almost managed to make it.
It's unbelievable how physical trials is. Like, can't even describe.
I mean, it's physical, it's technical.
Yes.
And also, I mean, you have a lot of time to think in between the sections. So, like,
Yeah, overthink, make yourself nervous, or do the opposite, make yourself better. Here he goes, Nicolas.
let's see if Nico can make it.
Ah,
to the
over
jump.
the tape.
5. Whoa, wasn't expecting that.
That's-
That'll make.
I don't know, I don't believe,
No.
and that's exactly like, I don't want to like talk bad, but you rarely see him on Instagram at least train technical and precise. And I think that's maybe the price he's paying now.
Yeah.
Your back wheel exactly has the width of your tire to land on, and if it's not there, it's out.
I mean, it always makes it easier, right? I mean, I guess you like training what you're good at and not what you're not good at.
No, I always do the opposite. You train what you're not good at.
Definitely have to do that. So, okay, let's see the English. Now, I wasn't expecting Nico to do that big mistake. Oh, man, definitely.
This is funny. I had conversations with Jack when I used to coach him a little bit when he was 15. And I said, you got to train technical. And he always told me, don't bother. I'm just going to jump over it, he said. And I always said, yeah, right. That's exactly what he's doing. He just jumps over the technical parts.
He's going much faster than the rest of the pilots.
Yeah, he's getting confident. He sees, it fuels him that he see other guys struggling. It fuels him. It gives him energy.
Okay, Jack, 1 minute and 14 seconds left. That's a pretty big rock he's got to
That's it.
overcome.
Yeah, but that's
Power to do it.
piece of cake.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see him if he gets to the jump. How? I mean, I'm sure he's going to play safe and try to hook it, but if he's not got that much time, he's going to go for the
He's
back.
gonna, I think, for the hook. Like Muhammad Ali, like dance like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's exactly what he's doing.
Oh, wasn't expecting that.
He's now too fast, too confident. That's also typical Jack. Come on, man, you gotta stay focused.
That was unusual. So no 10 points.
No 10 points there, so up to the next. Yeah.
He was lucky that wasn't a 5 because that would have
It's
made
weird.
things hard for him.
He basically hooked every possible. I think he can make it.
5 seconds.
4, 3, 2.
All right, was it in?
Unbelievable. 50, he's in.
Yeah.
Look at his face. I'm the man.
This guy's hungry.
Valet just, yeah.
That made things a little bit easier for Julien. That was a big
Look.
mistake from Nico. No dab here, no.
Nope. And he's so like, he makes it look easy. He just flies over the obstacles. So how many points? Jack 160, and then the second one has 110.
So unless we see a big mistake like the one Nico did just a few
Yeah.
moments ago,
Everything's possible.
but things are looking pretty good for Jack. 40 points difference is a lot of points with just 2 sections left.
Come on, Marty. Nice.
Okay, so
They can go from the side. Oh, yeah.
difficult balance section here.
Come on. You know, he's waited for what, like 5 times 2 minutes. He waited 10 minutes, and you can see he lost a little bit of his flow. That's the hard part in trials. You're waiting 10 minutes, you cool off, especially in an explosive sport. It's better to stay warm. And, come on. He should have. It's okay.
There's his dad
Yeah. Always
cheering
there.
him up.
Always there. In training, he doesn't say much, but just for him to be there, that means a lot to Marty. And they can train together.
Yeah, I mean, I was just talking to the two of them yesterday. I mean, they were super stoked to be able to make it to the finals.
Oh, yeah.
I am super happy for these guys.
Because he had 420 points, and there were 4 guys like that.
And stuff like this just boosts your motivation for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and his career.
Like coming from COVID, there hasn't been much racing, so I mean, for a world championship like this to be held in very close to his town, I mean, I'm sure that'll be really good for him. Okay, Vincent looking confident here.
Yeah. He stays calm. He knows anything can happen. The podium is still in his reach. So he's got to stay focused and keep working hard. I think with the 0 Valet made,
That changed everything.
yeah, second place.
I mean, no matter how much years pass, I mean, this guy's always there. He's just one of these trial legends that you always have to count on him. I mean,
Yeah. Wow. One go?
I remember
That's hard. Because yesterday in the semi-final, he didn't do that. I saw him even falling off. So it means he's very confident.
These guys are definitely feeling the heat.
This is one of the easier moves. So it surprised me if he. Nice.
He's playing it safe here.
It's hard because you don't want to go over.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's in.
This is a Vincent move. I'm seeing him saving so many things that you're like, okay, now he's gonna fall. No, he doesn't.
This guy's been racing for so many years.
Yeah.
The amount of hours this guy's been on the bike, probably the one that's been the
Whoa.
most. That was
So much
That was
easier than
different.
yesterday. Oh, good. Nice. He punctured again?
no, I can't believe it.
No. It's impossible. Come on, man.
That can't be.
Yeah, he punctured again.
That's unbelievable.
How is that possible?
There must be some problem with his rim.
There must be a spoke sticking out or something.
Yeah. What, front or rear?
Rear again, I think. Exactly like in training. I want to speak to him afterwards, but I think if it's the same tire and the same everything as in the last month, I think he made a strategical mistake here by using that same material. I hope not.
But that's strange because yesterday I didn't see him puncturing yesterday in the semi-finals. So.
Yeah, but now the heat is on. You're jumping a little bit less precise. You're going faster. No, I don't think that's possible. Is that possible what he did? No, it is. That's faster.
Yeah, he was in a lot faster. Oliver's definitely going for it. I mean, he knows he has to, there's just 2 sections left. It'll be hard for him to get the 5th position, but I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a fight with Martí in this last 2 sections.
Vincent now, same score as Carty, but Carty obviously still have to ride 1 section.
But hey, I mean, he's punctured, what, 3 times?
Yeah.
And he's in 2nd position.
That's
so, I mean, you definitely got to give him credit for that. I mean, if he hadn't punctured, he'd be fighting there.
Tough pill to swallow because, you know, time is ticking. He's also 35 or 36, so every year is 1 year less. So, but anyway, just for him to be there again, amazing.
I mean, I'm sure he'd be super happy for a 2nd position.
Yeah,
I mean,
guys like us, we already have so many. We just want a gold.
I mean, racing against Jack, that definitely makes it a lot harder.
Yeah, but everything is possible. Eh? That was impressive by Vincent to turn inside there and go straight onto the beam. I didn't even consider that yesterday.
15 seconds left for the German. Oh, no, 20 points. I mean, he got a bit of advantage with Martí, just 10 points.
Yeah.
Difference in between both of them. It'll be decided in the last section, so I'm sure Martí will definitely want to fight for his 5th position. He classified 6th yesterday in the semi-final, so that was close. Remember to tune in. I mean, we're seeing the 26-inch Elite Men's final. Don't forget the 20-inch. I mean, anything can be possible there. The riders were super impressive yesterday.
Julian.
Okay, the Spaniard, he knows he has to definitely has to add a few points if he wants to get the podium.
Can still go to 2nd place.
I mean, it is also amazing, like, to see the quality of the bikes, how it's changed during the years. I mean, these guys all riding, a lot of them like carbon forks, carbon frames, carbon handlebars.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. For a long time, it like stagnated. There was no real changes. The mountain bike industry was going to BB30 bottom brackets and carbon, and Trials was like 10 years behind.
And I think he did this yesterday.
Why doesn't he hook it? Well, he must be very unconfident in hooks.
He did the same yesterday. And I think this guy on TV that we were seeing,
that gap is huge, people. That's unbelievable.
There he goes.
Like, he's so confident in this technique. It's unbelievable. His body almost collapses when he lands on his arms.
Aloy Paré does similar moves. Aloy Palau.
Yeah.
I mean, it is easier on a 20-inch than on a 26. And this guy right here, Abel Mustieles, world champion for many years. I think he's also one of the main guys responsible of developing the bikes.
Yeah, him and Christian from Krukert. Yeah, wow. Just to keep it now on the back wheel. Wow, respect. That's so hard. Abel doesn't seem impressed. I am.
All right.
Yeah, nice. Wow.
What about the time? Oh, I think he's out of time.
Yeah, he tried. But the bikes really, like you say, it's unbelievable. Good ride from Julian.
I mean, I think what's the big difference is the time. I mean, he does have the skills. He's just a bit slower than Jack.
Yeah, but
He doesn't manage to get into the last part of the section. That was a big move.
like if he does the power moves like that, jumping straight to front wheel, if you know you can do it and it works, you save time. If not, like now he lost time.
It's those little details that keep adding, okay, an extra 5 seconds, an extra 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That makes a difference. Okay, let's see Nico. I mean, he won't be happy because of the last mistake he did.
No.
But I mean, you've always got to give this guy credit. He's always there.
And also he has very big studies. He's not sure what he studies. But it's really difficult and a lot of stuff to learn. And so he's combining that with his sports, and that's of course not the easiest to do.
Yeah, you got to give this guy credit. I mean, studying and maintaining this elite level, not easy.
No.
Okay, he's adding points. We do have to remember there's still Nico and Jack to go. It'll be easy to see. I think if Jack doesn't make a mistake, I'm pretty sure he'll be feeling confident.
Yeah.
All right. Here the French team cheering him on.
He's a good friend. Yeah, not a lot of wasting energy and time right there. Just up and over. Sometimes in the technical parts you can also overthink it, and then you spend too much energy and you risk to fall off, and sometimes you just gotta, especially in the final, just jump and go.
I was talking to the organizers there. They're trying to make the section so that it's not all hooks.
Come on. Wow. Wow, he's Yes.
No, that
Come on.
made it difficult. Oh no, not much time.
But now he can go.
He doesn't have time. He just have 5 seconds left. Oh,
Did he?
I think he made these extra points.
Be good to see
Was
the
he in the
score.
time?
Yeah. He's in. No.
Doesn't look like he was in.
30 or 40 points.
Oh, I'm sure if he'd have known there was only 5 seconds left, he would have been faster there, because he could have almost managed. I mean, losing the balance on that beam, that definitely made the difference. I mean, 1 section to go for Nico. And let's see if Jack doesn't make any mistakes. I mean, he could...
30 points for Nico.
I think if Jack does 60 points, he's mathematically world champion, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. I mean, it's easy to say. He still has to do these 60 points.
Well,
This guy's been waiting for this so much. He's hungry. He didn't manage to be a world championship in the last one we did in Chengdu, China. So this guy's definitely hungry. And awesome balance here from the Englishman.
I also did the same thing yesterday. Like I say, you don't overthink it. Just ride on it.
Also, we can see the temperature starting to give the riders a break. It's getting a bit cloudy.
Yeah.
So
That's
a bit of a breeze.
Exactly. Such a big difference, eh? Get some cold air in your lungs.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable what it does to your energy level. This is a piece of cake for Jack.
I mean, trials is just so unpredictable. I mean, look what happened to Vincent, right? 3 punctures in out of 4 sections. That's pretty crazy.
Come on, Jack. Nice.
Okay, still 48 seconds to go. How's he gonna try this one? Not much speed here.
Yesterday he was going on this in the semi-final, hanging, and then trying to go straight to 2 wheels onto the log, which is incredibly hard because
same way as today.
because he's doing it to his wrong side, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the balance you gotta get. I mean,
Come on, he's
so you guys know
he
there's
almost
a little,
losing it there. Yes.
there's a little bit of wind. You can see. So I mean, I'm sure that's affecting him. Okay.
How much time? 5 seconds? I don't think he's gonna.
No. 50. So no. 5 point. I think he didn't make it. He didn't make it. He was out of time.
50. Nice.
He was out of time.
Unbelievable.
50 points, just 10 points, and this guy's going to be the new reigning world champion in the 26 elite men's. Do you know, has he ever thought about switching to 20-inch?
He started on a 20 when he was like 12, and then he went to 26. Maybe probably because of his the side of his body, you know. Super tall, like 187, 80, 88. Yeah, he's an impressive rider. When he was 14, he came to Antwerp to the World Cup, and he after the competition he was riding all the elite sections. And there we knew already, like, we're glad he's still 4 years in the junior category.
I remember him like after a World Cup, and you could just see the guy training alone. Everyone was just like celebrating, and he was just training. I mean, the mindset of this guy.
He works hard.
Okay, so Martí, I mean, he definitely wants to secure this 5th position.
I think this is hard, eh? Yeah, see?
Oh no, yeah, 5 points for Martí. That was pretty hard.
10 points in total. Good. I mean,
it's been great. I mean,
for him to be there, it's good. It gives me goosebumps, man, to see all this, the final. So many memories. Beautiful.
I mean, I think trials is just such a close family, right? You get to know so many people from different countries. And, I mean, the good thing about the sport is, like, the riders are so close. I mean, you could see the little kids yesterday getting autographs from all the top riders. I mean, there's no way this happens like in sports, bigger sports like football or basketball. I mean, the little kids can just get to chat with all the elite riders. I mean, it is an awesome experience. There's a trial school very close to Vic, and I mean, you could just see like all the
gap. They gave him some forgiveness there. I think it looked like he was.
You think it's a 5?
No, but it could have been.
Oh, that's a different one.
I think I looked at it. Theoretically, you could go turn onto the first obstacle, like the first rock. But you have to go straight up. Wow, beautiful.
Yeah.
Really hard what he just did, believe me.
First rider to go by.
Yeah, really, really hard. Makes it look so easy. Where he trains in Fontainebleau, there's the rocks there are like really, really big. And that's his specialty, really. Run-ups with big rocks. The bigger, the better for Vincent.
Did he clear that?
Yeah.
Right.
Again, a technical move, but just no thinking, just go and jump.
I mean, Vincent in 2nd position with 3 punctures out of 5 sections.
Yeah.
That is pretty amazing. I mean, let's just not hope he'll puncture again.
Impressive. The rocks are pretty round, so he shouldn't. He probably punctured on that chicken wire on the. There's some part sticking out.
I mean, we'll have to talk to him after to see what happened, because I mean, that's very strange. I don't think I've ever seen that a rider having 3 punctures in a final.
No.
But I mean, trials is just so unpredictable.
200.
Anything can happen. Okay, so I mean, this
just imagine he goes 210, 220, and then Jack doesn't make the first obstacle. It is possible.
Yeah, I mean, anything's possible. I mean, oh no.
210, 210. Yeah.
Just
Jack's world champion. He's 2nd. He's happy, eh?
That's it. I think the Englishman.
Beautiful. He's dead.
He's happy. Yeah. You can tell.
With 2 punctures, people. Go figure. I had so many battles with this man, so many memories, and he's like 2 years younger, so he's probably gonna continue a few more years. So cool to see him still on the podium in the fall of his career.
I mean, he's just one of those guys. He's just always there. So
Yeah,
I'm happy for Vincent.
very.
Okay, so let's have a look. Oliver Woodman, I mean, if he needs to do at least 20 points to be able to be in front of Martí. But I mean, it's not easy to get 20 points with this massive rock in front.
No, and this obstacle is really massive. See?
I think he went for being intelligent here.
I was surprised how Vincent made it look so easy.
Yeah.
Knowing it, even I know it's a specialty.
So he's already got 10 points.
Oh, they changed that. It's with a run-up now.
Oh, and yeah, that's it. He's managed to get 5th position in front of Martí. Let's see if he can. No, it'll be impossible for him to get in front of Nico.
I wonder why Vincent didn't use that rock.
Oh,
because it's big. That's why. His experience told him not to do it.
we can see Jack having a look. Oh, and that's a 5. So we got 20 points. And
Nice. Well done, Oliver.
so it looks like Martí managed to stay in front. So
First final,
not bad.
really good.
So 6th position for the German rider. Martí Baireda so far looks like he's going to be 5th.
The reflexes we have as trials riders, it's always surprising me. Like you fall and all of a sudden you put your hands down, just saving your face or your back or
A fraction of a second.
fraction of a second. Don't even ask us how we do it.
It is pretty awesome to see. Like sometimes the rider's catching the bike in the air, putting a hand out, a foot.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just one of those sports. It makes you such a good all-around mountain biker.
oh yeah. Technically, physically is something else. So
Yeah. So here we can see the Spaniard, 10 points for him so far. It is going to be a big struggle to make it up here. Can he beat Vincent?
the fact he already has to try twice now is going to make it really difficult.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to be happy with the 3rd
So
position.
he has to, 50 and more.
So still 40 points
And
available. I mean, he can only tie with Vincent. So
and then
if he makes 60 points,
did he? No, they gave him.
is that a 5?
Nope.
All right, he's still in because I mean, he'll have to make 60 points to be able to tie in 2nd position with Vincent. So he's definitely going for it.
Yeah.
He's got 45 seconds left.
Made it looks easier.
Abel
Very, very
with a keen eye, with the
front
keen
back.
rider.
Yes.
Nice.
But I think with all the punctures, if they tie, Julian is probably gonna jump in front of Vincent.
Okay, front hook, 19 seconds. He still has to clear
That's not
20
much.
points. He definitely has to go for it. 30
20
seconds
more.
left.
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
Come on, Julian. Oh, wait. He's got it. Yeah.
Whoa.
I think he was in.
210. He's in.
Is he in? Oh, yeah, and he makes it into 2nd position. Wow.
Yee-hoo!
That was an awesome...
He,
I honestly didn't think he'd manage to make
No.
it. He had
No.
like 30 seconds to do
He's
clear
the-
2 obstacles.
he's definitely a fighter.
Wow. This guy definitely has some power.
Definitely a fighter. Unbelievable.
So at the moment, it looks like Jack Carthy's going to be the winner today.
Yeah.
2nd position for the Spaniard, Julian Said. And 3rd position for the French, Vincent Hermans.
Supermans.
So let's have a look. Nico van
Alright.
he
Nico.
can't really. If he does 0 points, he'll be fourth. If he does 60 points, he'll be fourth. So I mean, he'll be good for training. Oh, I feel bad for Nico because I mean
No.
Oh.
Yeah, he knows the podium's gone. He's not that motivated anymore.
Okay, I mean he's got a good performance, but I mean just
Nothing changes. But
the level the top guys have, it is pretty awesome.
Nico,
Okay,
he's young. He has more. He has some years to try come back. Maybe when his studies are done. Starting to get really, really windy. Now,
okay,
a ride of honor.
Is the new 2021 world champion.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for those 60 points. He's just enjoying it.
He's gonna go for. Why doesn't he gap? He makes it hard on himself. That's the first gate. I'm surprised by how much safety he puts in his riding. Here is Dad, always there too.
2021 here at the city of
Easy.
Oh yeah,
He's gonna make it a show. He's gonna make it a show. He's making it a show.
I mean, he just deserves it. I mean, the
yeah.
amount of hours in training and the fact of him moving for so many months, going away from his kid, his family. I mean, he's just driven. He just wanted to make sure he didn't make any mistakes like in Chengdu, and he's definitely secured this first position.
But he's so talented too. He has it all. He has the power, the will, the energy, and the talent. We shouldn't underestimate, because at age 14, with half the training of the elite riders back then, he was already close to our level. So it just says how much talent he's born with, and that power. He started doing gym, and it just went through the roof, his level, once he started doing that and developing his power. Unbelievable. This guy has it all.
I mean, also the way he's transformed his body.
Yeah.
As you were saying, 10 kilos. I mean, that's not easy.
Yeah, he wants to. He does a lot more endurance, because he's sponsored by Orange Bikes. So he has all the mountain bikes now. So he does a lot of mountain bike rides. And 60 points. Boom! There he is, your new world champion.
There you go. I mean, this guy definitely deserves it. Here's the new world champion, 2021, Jack Carthy, the Englishman.
I knew he was gonna win, but it always has to be ridden.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, he was the favorite in Chengdu, and I mean, anything can happen. I think that's one of the cool things in the World Championships. That just anything can happen.
Exactly.
It's just 5 sections.
So cool for him. So happy for him. Where's his dad? His dad is also always on the background. Doesn't like to doesn't like to be too much in the spotlight.
Okay, so we still got plenty of action to go. You can still join us for the 20-inch Elite Men's final. That'll be starting at 5:15. So make sure you tune in. Still a lot of action.
Nice.
Jack, congratulations on winning your 4th World Championship. You dominated the semi-finals. Also today, the final. How did you see yourself?
Yeah, I rode really good all weekend, and yeah, I've been motivated for this for 2 years, ever since what happened in China. So yeah, I've just been waiting for this one. I left my family at home for 2 months so far, just to focus on this, and I can't wait to get home and see them.
And how did you find the trial and the sections?
To be honest, it was most of it was all my wrong way. So it wasn't a good trial for me. Honest, the semi-final was really good, but the final was not so good. But yeah, I managed to do it, yeah.
And you were saying now you had to sacrifice a lot to be here and to win today, but this makes it all worth it, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's paid off. So I'm really happy, really happy.
Well, congratulations, Jack Carthy. Go and celebrate it.
Thank you.
So, as we can see, hard work pays off. This guy's been training really, really hard.
First time I see him a little bit emotional, to be honest, because in the beginning when he won, he took it like for granted because he knew it was the best. But now he's seeing all the good riders coming, and then also, like he says, being away from his family seemed to make him a little bit emotional there. So
I think what happened in Chengdu, I mean, him not winning, that definitely marked him and saying, hey, this can't happen to me again.
no. Yeah.
Because I remember also in Andorra, he didn't win there either, and he was the favorite, so.
He was a favorite, but that was like the rookie mistake, you know? Too much bravery, and he knew he was better, and he didn't think through, and Vincent was very strategical that weekend. So he kind of made a wrong decision there.
Okay, so just we need to remember everyone, the 20-inch elite men's final will be live, and it'll be starting at 5:15. We have some awesome riders that managed to get into the finals. We have Borja Conejos, he classified in first position with 770 points. Aloy Palau, the Spaniard, also with 740 points. Alejandro Montalvo, 730 points. Thomas Perchaket, 590. Benito Ros, 580. And Lucien Lesier with 580 points. I mean, things are looking pretty good for the Spanish riders. They dominated yesterday the 20-inch category. But hey, this is trials, you never know, anything can happen.
And also the level in the semi-final was a little bit easier for they took out 2 gates compared to the 26-inch category. But the first 4 or 5 riders really had a way higher score than the 26-inch. So the level is a little bit higher. So I'm really curious.
And also we have Benito Ros, one of these legendary riders. He's been just racing forever. He's won many World Championships. So I mean, I feel happy for him. It'll be cool to see him racing once again. So let's remind everyone, these World Championships in Vic still haven't finished. We'll be starting at 5:15, the 20-inch men's elite 20-inch. We're gonna have Borja Conejos, Aloy Palau, Alejandro Montalvo, Thomas Perchaket, Benito Ros, and Lucien Lesier in the final. Anything can happen. The first 3 riders were pretty close. We did see Borja being super smooth yesterday, but I mean, he's never won a World Championship, so anything can happen. Now we're seeing the highlights of what is the new reigning world champion, Jack Carthy here. He made the riding look so easy. He's dominated it from start to end. His teammate Charlie Rolls here congratulating the English rider. So as you can hear, a lot of wind has picked up. This will make stuff interesting in the beam section. I mean, just about an hour ago, it was terribly hot. There was practically nowhere. The riders were super hot. And I mean, temperatures changed in just a few minutes. So we must still remember we had the juniors today, where Martí Riera finished in first position, Loris Gonzalez finished in second, Neil Benitez finished in second. That was the men's junior 20-inch. And in the men's juniors 26, we had Daniel Cegarra finishing in first position, Tomas Vebrek finishing, the Czech, in second, and Wojtek Kalas finishing in third. So many riders, many World Championship jerseys being given out today. But this is still not over. We need to remember at 5:15, we're going to have the men's elite 20-inch. So there's still a lot of action. So in just a few minutes, we're gonna have the men elite 20-inch riders battling it out for the first position. Let's see who will be the new world champion. We've got Borja Conejos, who qualified in first position. Aloy Palau, he qualified in second position.
It was your first world championship and you've won it. So first time, first lucky.
I'm so happy. It was my first world championship. I did my best, so I'm happy about that, and I'm looking forward to train more and to do better in the next one.
And also you did it in front of your home crowd. You trained, you practiced, you're from here. How does it feel to have all these people supporting you today?
It was so nice because all my people that I love was here to support me, and I really appreciate that, and that made me to push more.
And yesterday, well, you dominated a lot in the semi-finals, also today in the final. What was the key to your wins?
Well, I don't know if I would say a win, but it's training hard and training hard. There is no secret.
And what's your next objective now?
There is the World Cup on Belfort. There is only one round, so to be on the final and to do my best.
Well, congratulations and lucky. Well, hope that you get lucky for the next one. Thank you very much.
All the riders, please, 20 riders. We need you behind the podium now, please. Riders,
We just heard the interview from Martí Vayreda, one of the youngest riders today to be racing. He finished in finally in a 5th position. He's just super happy for being there. I mean, I'm sure all his family and friends, they were all watching here today. So good times for the Spanish rider.
please, 20 riders, please, we need you now. Now, 20-inch riders, please. 20-inch riders, please, now for the brief.
As we can see, the 20-inch riders are about to start. I mean, the level here is pretty high. I mean, we can see the 3 first riders to qualify. They were all doing 700 points yesterday. 770 for Borja Conejos, 740 for Aloy Palau, and Alejandro Montalvo with the total of 730. So a lot of points compared to the 26-inch riders. The level has definitely increased in the 20-inch wheels, so it'll be exciting. Let's see. What do you think, Kenny?
Just like you say, the 20-inch
Well,
finals,
we're here with Manon.
the 20-inch level.
Congratulations for your...
Thank you. The sections were very beautiful. I'm so happy with the result. My ride was not the best. I was, but I'm really happy to be third and enjoy it a lot.
She's
Now the riders today, the level was very high, wasn't it?
The semi-final, and it was a great.
It's just always a pleasure to have Manon here. I mean, she's always happy, always smiling. I mean, she's just one of those girls. I mean, everybody in this World Cup circuit just likes her. And as she was saying, I mean, I don't think she's completely happy with her riding. I mean, I'm sure she's pleased with the third position, but I mean, she's one of those riders that if she has one of those good days, she can win. So.
Yeah. She has such a great personality too. Like she seems to be always happy too, you know. So she's definitely a good ambassador for our sport. But there's definitely more in her performance than third place for sure.
Yeah. She's just one of those riders. I mean, having someone like Nina always competing against her, it must be pretty hard because she has done a few podiums, but she's never actually managed to get that top spot in the World Championships.
Exactly. And there's also so many legends running around here. Just a few minutes ago, Otpi grabbed my arm, and there's Cesar Cañas, Benito Ros, Dani Comas. There's very few moments that we are all together, you know. It's pretty good day for trials, to celebrate trials. Everybody's here.
I mean, it's awesome. I think the fact of there's been so little racing going on in these past 2 years, so
yeah.
I mean that definitely makes everyone wanting to come to Victor to participate in these World Championships.
Yeah, and people have event hunger, you know. They wanna go out, see things, have a good time with the family, see something special.
And we're just a few minutes away from the men's elite 20-inch World Championship. I mean, I'm not really sure who I'd be able to bet on. I mean, I saw Borja Naloy very, very strong yesterday. So
let's also do a big shout out to Mr. Benito Ros, who is, I think, 40 years old.
Something like that. I mean, he's just been in there forever. Unbelievable. I remember him battling it out against legends like Cesar Cañas.
Yeah. We were on the camping site together as 15-year-olds, like more than 20 years ago. We were camping together on the World Championships as a cadet and a junior, and we became elite riders together, and then unbelievable. We have so much good stories to tell. Unbelievable. And he's still there. Like, I'm a little bit jealous. Like, he's older than me, 2 years older, and he's in the finals.
Maybe you got to have a rethink, and maybe we'll see you back in a few years' time. You never know.
No. I can't keep combining it with all my projects. Too much is too much.
I think Benito, he's just one of these guys. I mean, he just loves trials. He'll just ride trials for the rest of his life, because he's just one of these guys who really enjoys riding his bike.
Yeah. I asked him, when are you retiring? He's like, why? I'm like, because we're old. And he's like, my body is fine, I can still do it. The only reason I would maybe stop is for like personal reasons and to spend more time with my family. But other than that, I don't see any reason.
I mean, I was checking his social media like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it looked like his level had dropped, but he just managed to pick it up from there. He's been training really hard, and I mean, it's just a matter of hard work. The guy's there because he works hard every day.
Yeah, the thing is, our bodies change after, let's say, 35. And you gotta train different, you gotta think different, and what you gotta do more than before is rest. And if you don't understand it and if you keep pushing yourself, you're gonna be tired all the time. But once you understand that hey, I rest and I'm better, then magic happens.
Definitely.
That's also why I was able to compete here again, because for 2 years I was pushing it too much, and the first year I was always tired and I wasn't good at any training because I train every day. And then I trained every other day, or I trained 2 days and took a day off, and then I was improving so much. And I think that's exactly what Benito has done, and this is the secret. It's the same story you hear with guys like Federer and the tennis players.
I mean, motivation plays a key part in the sport. It's one of those sports that a lot of people are training alone in their own countries. You need to be super focused and super motivated.
Yeah, every day you go out alone, it's raining, it's not raining, like you go to the gym, you feel tired, you go, you push. But I wonder how many of these young kids will still be around at age 40, like let's say like 10, 15 years from now. Like, I'd love to see that, because the sport has changed so much into a power move sport, and it's physically, it was always physically demanding trials, but back in the days, the first 10-15 years of our career, it was more physical, cardiovascular, and now it's only pulling and big jumps. There he is.
There we have him, the man, Benito Ros.
Nice graphics.
There he
Look
is.
at him. He's already happy to be there. He's already winning.
I mean, I saw on social media, he was just saying, hey, I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's just going to go out, enjoy his time.
I can't imagine, huh?
But hey, you never know. I mean, he's many times world champion. So, I mean, you can always expect good stuff from Benito.
I saw him doing some big gaps and jumps yesterday, so he definitely has the spring and the power in the legs. So I'm sure he's going to do a good job today. I really hope for him he's in a podium spot. Not that the other riders don't deserve it, in my opinion, but just considering the fact he's there, unbelievable. Here he is.
Many Spanish riders today in the 20-inch. We also saw the Swiss Lucian Lesser and Thomas Perchaker.
Yeah, they must feel outnumbered.
Yeah.
In Catalonia.
Traditionally, it's always been where they've performed better than in the 20-inch.
There can be a more beautiful place than here, you know, with the history of Monty and all the 20-inch legends and all the world championship, and still again here. Again, all these Spaniards. There's no coincidence that Spain is a trials country.
And I mean, we've got to definitely give Eloy Palau some credit, because I mean, this guy nearly blew his finger off a few years ago. Yeah. So he had a really serious injury, and for him to be able to make this comeback, it is pretty amazing.
Yeah, that is for that, and he's a good guy too. Like very down to earth, very hardworking.
And Borja Conejos, I mean, this guy was super smooth yesterday. I saw him in the semi-finals. He was the only one to clear some of the sections with 60 points. So he's definitely one of the favorites, and he's never won a world championship. So this guy's going to be hungry.
Yep, they're all hungry. But Perchaker is the world champion, and Oswald, he didn't qualify.
And they're off. Lucian's gonna start. As you know, the sixth qualifier is the first to start.
Was good and keep going to the final. I was super concentrated in the competition, and also I feel good. And yes, I think this is the case. The level is very high with Alejandro, Eloy, and other riders. This is the World Championship, and here are the best riders on the world and very high level. I am really motivated to keep going in the final and to do my best.
And we're back. We can see the wind is definitely picking up. So here we can see the previous World Championship riders, winners, and okay, we can see the Swiss about to start.
Lucian Leiser. It's not easy for guys living in Austria and Switzerland, because if you live in a country where there's always snow and rain, you definitely miss a couple of training hours compared to people living in Spain or Italy or in the south. So
We do see them traveling quite a bit.
yes, they all come here now.
We did see, for example, Dominic Oswald. He was the
Croatia, I
trial.
think.
The trial they did in Barcelona. He was also there.
Yep.
I was expecting Dominic to qualify. I mean, he was kind of smooth yesterday. I mean, but the level was just so
Yeah.
high that for a guy like Dominic not to qualify,
Yeah.
I mean that explains
That is-
the difficulty of the level of the sections yesterday.
But it's the beauty of the sport now. It's so hard. To be honest, Vincent, Gilles, and myself being on the top for like, I don't know, 15 years, raining that was like a little bit too much. We need more good riders, like, and then make it harder to get into a final, and this is exactly what's happening now.
Definitely, and it makes the sport more exciting. I mean,
Yeah.
the more guys there is,
Yeah.
the more exciting the finals are.
Exactly. Because if you go to a sport like athletics, where it's always Usain Bolt winning, oh, too bad. It gets boring for a while, you know.
So Lucien, not the best start for the Swiss. Only
No.
10 points here. I mean, I think. What do you think? This part of the section, like it'll be pretty hard to clear with a 20-inch.
Well, never say never. These guys jump really high as well, but it's really harder on a 20-inch bike. To be honest, the only guy that I see it doing is Pechaker, because he jumps really high, or like a Dominic Oswald. They jump super high. The other riders like Conejos and Palau and Alejandro, they're more technical. I think it's a little bit too high for them to make it, but I don't know. They're in the final mode, so anything is possible.
So
The legend,
and one of the eldest riders today in the competition.
the eldest.
Wow. I mean, we definitely got to give this guy credit.
No, unbelievable what he's doing. This is his specialty. He can jump and go straight to his foot.
I mean, I remember as a kid. I mean, we all looked up to him. He
Yeah.
was at the top of his
Exactly.
game.
No.
What about the hand there?
His foot went over the bike.
He's still in.
Yeah,
He's still in.
the judges are really forgiving him. Okay, good Benito. Good for you. This is so hard on a 20.
This is massive.
On a 26, when you hook it, that means when your back wheel is on the bottom and your front wheel is up, your bash guard and your pedals are away from the obstacle. If you do the same thing on a 20, well, you hit the obstacle. So
And also in the clean, it's kind of designed with a really small bash guard. So I mean, that probably might help him there.
yeah, and it's also here. Benito has a left foot forward, meaning that as you can see, the rock is slightly higher on the left, so he can touch the obstacle way faster than somebody with a right foot forward.
Time is definitely running out for Benito. Just 30 seconds
man.
left. Doubt he'll make it.
At least he has 20 points already. 10 points, excuse me.
There we can see Benito's wife cheering out for
Yeah.
him, and he's in.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a pity.
So did he? He still hasn't.
10 seconds left for Benito. Can he manage to score these 10 extra points? No.
It's hard, people. This is really hard. That's like a massive obstacle. 10 points.
Time's out for Benito.
That's good.
10 points.
It's not much, but it is good.
I mean, all these big obstacles, that will definitely set the difference from the first riders in the podium.
Yeah. Yeah, there he kind of makes it, but then has to jump back.
So let's see what Thomas has got in store for us.
Also
he
why-
is one of the strongest. I mean, he's
Yeah, he's a powerhouse.
he's a tough guy.
They're so explosive, the 20-inch riders. I think he can clear that side hop onto the big rock, the second gate. Let's see.
This is the easy part of section. 10 points for him.
See the way he's already preparing. Just like what we saw with Julian and Carty. They're taking their time. They want to. He wants to go for it, I think. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
To do this in a 20-inch bike, that is pretty awesome.
They jump so high. Him and Dominique Oswald. But now it's hard.
I mean, Thomas, he knows if he wants to make it in the top spot of the podium, he definitely has to go for it. I mean,
I think he's going to do it now. Yeah. Oh, is he?
Same as Benito.
So now, yeah, he made it. He cleared the gate. So now he can go up the way he wants.
So an extra 10 points for him.
Wow.
No pedals touching there.
No, unbelievable, man. This is very valuable what he's doing right now.
8 points over Austrian rider. Yeah, the section number 1. But in the competition, with quite good results, scoring 30.
Easy. Yes.
He's just really flying. He's got 18 seconds left. He's got still 20 extra points he can get.
Yeah.
All right.
So much power, this guy.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, I think he's a worthy contestant for the Spaniards. I think they're gonna have to.
Not enough time here. He doesn't want to risk it.
Not enough time, and
he can be super happy. I mean, 50 points in this section. That is pretty awesome.
Yeah. And the rock the size of a cathedral.
Yeah.
That's always a problem.
You know, we were saying before with Kenny, I mean, these rocks were designed initially for chimneys, so that's where the organizer, I mean, there's not many places you can get rocks this size. So here we can see the Austrian rider. I mean, he can be pretty happy with his performance in this first section.
Yeah.
So, Alejandro about to go in.
50 points for Pechacker. Or is it Pechacker?
Yeah, I think
Pechacker. Sounds more German. Yeah. Here, one of the hardest working, never stopping riders, Alejandro Montalvo. Been around for a few years. Had the lack of power, and because of his, he's not a very tall guy, but he works so hard. Yeah, come on.
Didn't manage this one.
Beautiful, nice save.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing, Thomas. I wasn't expecting him to clear that rock. That was a very, very high rock to be cleared.
Yeah.
With no dabs.
Whoa. Trained with the guy, you know, and the side-ups they do, you're like, really? Even as a trials rider, being in the game for 25 years, sometimes I'm like, whoa, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah,
okay.
Fast, very efficient. Like, it is so hard on a 20-inch. You cannot imagine, way harder than on a 26-inch bike. The precision they're bringing to the table here is like just mind-blowing, unbelievable.
I mean, he is super precise and super technical.
Yeah.
He actually won the Junior World Championships in 2017. So, I mean, he knows. He's been in the world scene for quite a bit.
Yeah, makes it all look easier. He's confident. One more obstacle. Mission impossible. Can he do it? If he bunny hops it and goes straight to hook, he has time.
I think yesterday he managed to...
He's good at it.
To hook it. Yeah,
yeah, but yesterday we could come in more from an angle. It's over. He went over the arrow probably.
40 points for the Spaniard.
Good, good, good.
Getting him in second position so far. The Austrian Tomasz Pechacker in first position. I mean, that side hop, that was pretty massive.
This is impressive on the 20-inch bike.
I mean, this section yesterday was pretty complicated. We saw a lot of pedals scratching the rocks. There was
very old school move. Like, you gotta go like, I always call it the tick tick boom. You move your wheels once, twice, and then you go up.
Yeah.
You can't wiggle around, play too much around because your wheel's gonna slip, and that's a really old school thing. And I don't know. The last time I had that in a World Championship was probably 15 years ago. Yeah. So I'm really glad the organizers did a good job to give something for everybody.
So here's the Spaniard, Eloy Palau, racing what would be about 20 minutes away from his hometown in Viladrau. So he knows the temperature, he knows the terrain. To make this fair for everyone, the organization has done completely new sections, so nobody's been able to train this.
No, I think he can do it if he really, really has it right. Ah, no.
I mean, this move, these guys have only been able to warm up a bit, so I think he's playing it safe.
Yeah. Sponsored by Comas Bikes. We just saw Dani Comas right here, another legend living in Catalonia. Awesome guy. I used to train with him for thousands of hours here in the Catalan forests. Beautiful.
I think he's got some pretty awesome, or he used to have some pretty awesome sections in his house.
Yeah, he does. I used to stay in his caravan in his backyard, and then after training I sneaked out and trained a little bit more. He didn't like running in the morning at 8 a.m. though. It was too early for him.
Not used to the European timetable. Okay, so Eloy, 30 points here.
Come on, Eloy. Yeah.
That's
his endurance is very.
I think this was harder yesterday. Yesterday they had to side hop it this rock.
Yes.
They seem to have made it a bit easier for the finals.
Yeah.
And they complicated this rock.
Can he do it? Yeah. Whoa!
Oh no, that was close.
That was. He's on fire. He's on fire, people.
I thought he had it.
No. If he can get there, 2 back wheel, that means he has something in. He has something for us. Also, this it's totally not necessary to go to front wheel, but he does it. Means he has spare power. He has something for us there.
I mean, he used to be a gymnast, so I mean, we all know the amount of dedication, hard work, and training that these guys have since they're 3. So, I mean, that played a huge part in this guy's performance. I mean, he's used to hard training, he's super physical.
Also, he could be a road cyclist because I went on a road ride with him. It was pretty impressive. He was fast.
Yeah, he's definitely been putting a lot of hours into road bike racing. I mean, they've got to find the balance in between gym and endurance.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what makes this sport pretty awesome. I mean, you can have guys super strong like Benito, and then guys pretty thin and skinny like Jack.
Yeah.
So here you can see one of the favorites for today. 1 dab already. So far, only Thomas Pechaker managed to clear that obstacle.
Konev is a very technical rider. Yeah. Okay. He's left pedal forward, so that's in his disadvantage here because he's got to go up to his wrong side.
He managed to clear it just the same as Alejandro.
Oh, he's changing pedals. That's hard.
That's where you can see these guys are technical.
Yeah.
I mean, to do this with the wrong pedal.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the crowd that's been in Vic these days.
Yeah.
Just cheering up all of the athletes.
Definitely here for all the Spaniards, supporting them, cheering them on, and probably more for Eloy than anyone else.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure these guys have got all their friends and family here cheering them up.
Oh yeah, Eloy, Conejos, they're all really good riders.
Okay, so Borja's definitely flying, 14 seconds left. Let's see if he can get up, he's trying.
You see how struggling it is, and then knowing that Eloy put back wheel there just gives me a lot of confidence that he's in a really good shape.
Okay, so at the moment we have the Austrian in first position.
Yeah.
And I think all the rest of all three, but Aloy, Borja and Alejandro, I think they're tied in second position.
A lot of power moves in the next section. A lot of big jumps, very new school. Totally up the alley of these guys. And maybe, again, more for Pechaker than the others because of his power. But the next sections are very technical, and that's where the Spaniards might do a comeback. Let's see. Anything is possible.
Lucien is at the section number 1.
We did see Lucien struggling a bit in the first section. We're off into the second.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
He's trying to find his flow still. You can see he's not into his element yet.
So what do you think? I mean, is the wind, will that be playing against the riders?
Easy. Yeah, on the balance beam here, on the red section, probably is. On all the other sections, I don't think so. Yeah, it's the smartest thing to do now. Just dab and continue. Oh yeah.
Come on, Lucien. Well,
yeah.
How's he going to do that?
Put his foot up, and then one big advantage is his long legs. I always make fun with my brother too. He has long legs too.
2 dabs there, I think.
The things he can dab, just impossible for someone with short legs. It makes a big difference.
Oh, that's a long move.
Oh,
We did see a few
backwards.
crashes yesterday.
On that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it scared me too. It was like, you know it's possible, but if you jump too far, you go over the bars, you go over, like, I ride a carbon frame. I was worried to hit the side of it and then break my frame in the middle of the competition.
Easy also to get a puncture.
Yes. But then, you know, you just jump and trust in your training hours and experience. Nice.
All right. Some extra points here for the Swiss.
Everything on back wheel, very nice. Yeah. He looks confident and powerful still. I think he can still make it.
Oh no.
He's done.
I mean, the 26-inch riders did have a lot of trouble here in this hook, so
yeah,
it probably will be a bit easier. What do you think for the 20-inch?
The hook is, I can't really tell. I've never been riding on 20-inch bikes and hook them like that.
I'm guessing you can put like the wheel a little bit deeper than the 26.
and theoretically your bike is shorter. So yeah, it's easier. It is easier now that I think about it, because sometimes if you see them hanging on a 20-inch on a beam, and then they go to back wheel, it's so much more comfortable.
Okay, let's go, Benito.
The legend Benito Rosharal.
This guy's been racing forever. I mean, he's got tons of experience, and we know he's been taking his training very seriously. Oh, that's nice. Typical Benito move.
Typical Benito move, but I've seen how far it is. It looks really easy here on TV, and it's impressive that he can still do that. Come on, man. Yeah. Nice.
As you can see, Benito riding the clean bike with a disc in the back and rim brake in the front.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the rear disc can make these guys run a lot smoother.
It's gonna be so hard for him with the slightly shorter legs than Lucien. Let's see. But
I mean, Lucien made it look pretty easy.
Yeah, but tell me, 5 or 10 centimeters more leg space makes the whole difference. Now you gotta move his foot up to the higher. Yes, good, nice. You know, back in the days, like in the beginning of our careers in the elite category, we used to have sections in the forest, and sometimes they would put in like impossible obstacles, impossible. And that's where, yeah, we always had to dab. You were the rider with the most strategy was always like the winner. But I'm glad that the organizers took it out of the competitions.
I mean, I guess they're just trying to make it easier for the fans to be.
Yeah, it's just not appealing for TV or people that don't understand. You're like climbing your bike up instead of riding.
Okay, so let's see if Benito can get it out.
8 seconds.
It's going to be very hard.
Just save your energy, buddy.
4, 3.
Save your energy.
Yeah. It's playing it safe here.
It's good. That was a good ride.
So the same at the moment as
20 points.
Lucien.
Both 20.
So they're tied in the 5th and 6th position. So at the moment it looks like it's going to be a battle between the 4 first riders, the 3 Spaniards, and Thomas from Austria. So it's going to be exciting. I think it is going to be a really exciting final. Any of these 4 guys can win. So let's have a look and see if Thomas can get the maximum points out of this section.
This is his style. New school, young rider, big gaps, back to front, front to back, I mean. Oh, I'm surprised there.
Wasn't expecting that.
Did he get a dab for it?
I think so. I think we heard the contact of the bash guard.
No, he got 10 points. He probably went...
So no, yeah, at the moment 10 points for him. Tap down there.
I wonder which 20-inch rider is gonna have the courage to jump to front wheel there on that little edge and then go to back wheel, just like we saw in the 26-inch.
What about this one?
I think he can do it.
Super difficult.
I'm not sure how good he is jumping to front wheel.
I mean, what we saw with the 26-inch riders is it is quite slippery and it has some inclination. So, did he get it?
Did he really went from bash guard straight? That was impressive.
One tap.
Yeah, he went to bash guard. And from the bash, he went straight on the back wheel on the side of it. That's really hard. Adrenaline just makes you do these reflex moves that you can't even explain how they occur.
Okay, so we can see the Austrian rider.
He's gonna go for 30, maybe 40 points. Probably 30.
I mean, he's at the moment in first position. The only rider to manage to clear out one of the hardest obstacles in the first section.
15 seconds, 10 seconds. If he goes 5, 4, come on.
No time for him.
No, tired. It's so hard. Like you're hanging there, your front wheel shakes from left to right. It's like cliffhanger.
We did see the 26-inch riders being a bit faster than the 20.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that kind of the sections, at least these 2, were a bit easier for 26-inch than for 20-inch.
Yeah, all the gaps, the big gaps, is just easier on a 26. Because to start with, when you're on the back wheel, you're already closer to the obstacle.
Okay, Alejandro ready to come in, section number 2. We do see it is getting windy, so in the beam sections that will definitely make it a bit difficult.
Peschaker taking the lead again. These big, I saw him doing pretty big stuff on training. I'm sure he got this. Yeah. So much body language when they're riding, like that, throwing their head to the front and like, yeah, flexibility tested to the max. I'm sure he can go to front wheel if he wanted. It's a risk, eh? This is his specialty.
Come on, Alejandro, you got this. You can see his family and friends cheering the Spaniard. All right.
Yeah, definitely his specialty. He's also an old rider I used to ride with. All right.
What do you think will...
small legs, not easy.
Will Borja and Eloy go for it?
It's one, yeah, I don't know. It's one thing that the Spanish riders are really technical, but the power is not like Peschhacker.
I think it's also easy to get a 5 there. I mean, if you don't make it, you can fall backwards,
Exactly.
and that would get them straight out of the final.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like even if Peschhacker don't make it, I think the other riders will also struggle and probably better play safe. Whoa, did he go out of the gate?
No, I think he's in.
Yeah, he did.
He's in, 2 dabs.
This is his thing. I think he can go.
22 seconds, not that much time.
Should be enough for him. He really masters this hanging to back wheel. He has so many obstacles in his backyard. Come on, he can do it.
Oh, he's going for it, yes.
Yeah, he can do it.
10 seconds left, I think.
Yeah, don't injure yourself. No, you're out
Not
of time.
enough time. Oh, that was good. That was a good performance.
Yeah, that was money. That was his ticket to the podium.
40 points, very good.
Oh yeah.
So that's an extra 10 points he got over Thomas Peschhacker.
He trains this all the time, like all the obstacles.
I mean, he didn't really have to think about it much. He just went for it.
Exactly. If you would have told me 15 years ago that we were going to hang on something vertical that's like 5 centimeters wide and go straight to backfield 2.5 meters up in the air, I would have declared you like like that you don't know anything about draws. But
I remember riders started to do it with the New Jerseys, right?
yeah, that's yeah, exactly. With the New Jersey, your back wheel was slightly higher than the front wheel. That was already legendary.
Okay, so this rider, Eloy Palau, he's got all his home crowd here cheering up for
He's
him.
also good at all the moves that Alejandro was just good at.
I mean, he just puts his head so front.
Yeah,
so in the front.
They can smell the paint almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got this. They're like the Spaniards are good at this technique. Every competition they got to do it here in Spain. Come on.
And he's up.
Nice.
Things looking good for Eloy. Dani Comas cheering up for him.
Yep.
Oh no, everyone's going to put a dab here.
Yeah, it's just too risky. Come on. Stretch your other leg. Yes.
Just so that you guys can see the difference. A 26-inch wheel. We did see like 2 or 3 riders going for it.
No.
Oh, that was close. That was close. But yeah, he's still in there. 1 minute left. He's going pretty. He's going a bit faster than the other riders.
Yep. The worst part, if you put your foot that high and then you stretch your body out, is that you start cramping in your legs.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part. The worst ever. Front back? Yeah.
All right.
Very confident.
So smooth.
Very confident. He has more time than Alejandro, so he should go for it.
Eloy,
And soon. Come on, man. You gotta go. Yeah. Now he had like 5 to 10 seconds to.
This can definitely make
breathe.
the difference in a World Championship win. And yes, he cleared this. 14 seconds. I'm not sure he'll be able to clear the rest.
He could, but he's gonna be tired, and it's really dangerous. No, don't even.
Don't go for it.
Yeah, it's really
That's
dangerous.
pretty good result.
Jack and Nicolas Vallée, they made it look so easy. You gotta know it's like 5 centimeters wide, and the arrows on top are like 10 centimeters apart on the edge. So you gotta land like in between the arrows.
As you can see, Eloy has like a small GPS on his handle. I'm not
Yes.
sure that was
He does. So every time, every training, because of we changed the sections with the more gates you get, the more points you get. So riders know the faster I go, the better. So they're all trained with heart rate monitors and checking their heart rate, their heartbeat, and then also ride train sections every day almost.
It is so cool to see the sport evolving and getting more professional as it goes.
Whoa, that's impressive. That you see, Like, he can make the gap, but he does it in a smarter way.
I mean, these guys kind of adapt, right? If they don't have enough power, then they find other ways to make it work.
It's impressive. I should start doing that too. Whoa, what the hell?
He's twitching there.
He switched. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
That's not normal, people. That's really hard.
It's kind of making it more complicated.
No, he does it. You know why he does
Why
it?
did he do it? The pedal was in the way?
No, he has his left foot forward. So when he goes to the other side of the obstacle, his left foot is like, his left pedal is like in the empty, in the void, next to the obstacle.
That was pretty impressive. I'm sure his fork wasn't happy.
No. 2 dabs. That was impressive. Never seen anyone doing that. Yeah, because he could put his pedal 5 centimeters more to the front.
So Borja, he was second in the World Championships in Chengdu 2019. So, I mean, yeah, he's almost being able to make it a few times to the top spot, but he's never been able to be a World Championship winner. So this guy's hungry.
But I think from the 6 here, only Benito and Peshaker have ever worn the jersey, right? No one else?
Yeah.
So they're all on a mission here.
I think Alejandro was the overall ranking #1
Yeah.
in the World Cups, but not in the World Championships. All right, 22 years old, so he is pretty young.
30 points.
I'm not sure he'll be happy about that.
No.
This guy's going for the win. Abel.
Just the watts and the power on the knees and the frame and the lower back is just megawatts. It's unbelievable.
Okay, section number 3. So a tie with the first 3 riders. Three Spaniards tied. I think we have the same positions as in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
So Lucien knows he's got to go fast if he wants to reach the end of the sections. This is quite a long section.
He jumped on the right side of the beam there on the top. There's it's full of tar, melted tar coming out of the beams. It's like a little, it's like glue almost, black glue. So it's probably on his tires right now.
Okay, some dabs here for the Swift rider.
This guy can put his foot very high up in the air. Very impressive. This is such a technical...
It's scary. I mean,
Oh,
that didn't look good.
That's exactly... That's not good.
That didn't look good. I mean, it hit him right on the ribs. Yeah, I'm glad he's not injured.
Fell on his leg. Yeah, it happened so fast. You're there, you're confident, you're going for it, and all of a sudden, before you know, you're on the ground. Happened to me yesterday. I was sure I was gonna make it, and there I was on the floor.
That's an ugly crash. That's an ugly crash.
Julian also had an ugly crash in the 26-inch semi-final.
He hit his head, I think, right?
Yeah, and you know, there's these wooden sticks all around the section too, where you can fall on, and that's something you don't want.
I mean, also the pressure's on. There's very little time, and there's like 10 seconds, and most of the riders just take the risk and just go for it. But
yeah, I stopped doing that. With my age, once you pass 35, you go like, no. Broke too many ribs already doing that.
I mean, we got to remember it is a dangerous sport.
Yeah. And we wear nose like maybe a shin guard and a helmet. That's it. Here he is, the legend Benito, on the just next to the rope, very precise.
Do the riders have to wear shin pads? Does the UCI make
No,
the riders?
no,
They
we
can
don't
choose?
have to. No, I was wearing them for I think 8 years in a row. And then nice Benito. I tried to hook a very big wall and I couldn't do it for like an hour. And I removed my shin guards and I made it. And then I said I'm gonna remove them forever now.
All right.
And that's been like 10 years ago now.
I guess your shins aren't that happy though.
They're like, you know, like Karate Kid, where you like hit him on purpose.
Oh, I think there's a rope here.
Yeah,
Not really.
once he put his foot up there, he's gonna hang his bike and then put his foot again. Yeah. I think there he wished he put it a bit closer.
A bit closer, right?
He's gonna have to
Another one.
3 dabs. Why not? Just use all power, strategy, and energy he has to get as far as he can in the section. Be safe here, buddy. Yeah, straight to back go.
Those moves are very scary. And especially like after seeing what happened to Lucien,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in his position right now.
Yeah. It is his good side though to do that because he gaps higher and further when his front wheel can be on the left of the obstacle, which was the case there. So that's why he made it look so easy.
Oh, not many time left for Benito.
Come on, this is very unnatural for our age.
no.
I know, buddy.
Well, I think he's
Well
happy
done,
he did
well
manage
done.
to get a few
He's
points
happy.
there.
He's happy.
What about the decoration of the clean bikes? These are looking pretty awesome. They've all had custom painted frames.
Yeah, they had some cool stickers on it. The rainbow stripes.
Okay, who's next? We have the Austrian rider Thomas Pechaker about to come in. Only 10 points of difference between the 4 first riders. So any mistake will get you out of the final here, guys.
Here first.
We did see a big mistake here from Nico Valle in the 26-inch.
Yeah.
And what was pretty awesome is just Jack Carthy went straight on top of the beam.
This guy has so much spare lift and energy that you can't even describe it.
You can definitely tell, right, when he's riding, like he could almost go 10 centimeters high.
Yeah, and more.
Okay, Thomas going here for the... All right, I thought he was going to hook it, but why hook it when you can go directly with your back wheel?
Vincent also did it in 26.
You could see before in the public.
Is he gonna try it? Yeah, he's gonna try it. That's really hard on a 20-inch. Taking a lot of risk here, but I think he knows he has to do it.
It's either this or he's out. I mean, the 3 Spaniards
Like, yeah,
are 10 points in front of him, so he just has to take the extra risk.
yeah, but the first difficulty is that you're going uphill, and then the second is you don't have any speed because it's so short. And then the third difficulty is, he's gonna dab. This is the flaw in the rule. Now he's got to jump up on his foot. Jump up. Yeah, now it's considered a dab in front of the gate. And now he can go. Now he can continue.
The riders, like the strategy involved into this.
When we wrote the rule to avoid that people continue dabbing from behind the gate, this is the last thing in the commission we probably could think of that riders would start doing.
Oh, and he's out of time.
Already?
He's out of time. He tried. I'm not sure the Austrian rider will be happy with this.
I mean, against these Spanish robots, because that's how I call them, you gotta you got to show the right papers to beat them. It's really impressive. They ride like machines.
I mean, they just never make mistakes.
No, and every competition for them is a world championship. It's like back in the days in France, Gilles and Coustelis, the brothers, and Vincent and a few others. Every French Cup was like a World Cup. And then you can see their level was going up and up and up. And now the same thing is happening in Spain, where every Spanish Cup, every Spanish Catalan Cup, whatever, is just like a World Cup. That's why they're so good.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the championship they made in Barcelona. I mean, the level there was pretty awesome. I mean, like, everybody was there. You couldn't tell the difference between that and the World Cup.
Exactly.
I mean, it was cool because there was also the TV there. All right. That's a nice move from Alejandro.
Very fast, very confident as always. Still, the most impressive thing I've seen by Alejandro was in Antwerp, where there was a kicker and he was about to fall, and he had to jump onto a log, and he landed on his front wheel. Removed his foot, almost went over the bar, and saved it. You should look it up on YouTube.
I mean,
yes,
he
has it.
I mean, as you say, these guys never miss.
He has it.
All right.
Yes, this is gonna make the difference, but we all know what the other guy's gonna do.
Yeah, we still, I mean, I'm pretty sure Aloy and Borja will try the same thing. That's a nice move. I mean, after Lucian's crash, that mustn't be too comfortable for them.
Yeah.
All right, that was pretty.
So technical, so confident.
Problem with this is they just make it look so easy. I mean, to not miss any moves and like doing it in a certain amount of time. I mean, it's only 2 minutes.
Yeah, and he's also one of the few riders riding on a.
Oh no, mistake there.
10 seconds. Theoretically, he can. If he now just goes for it. 3.
He's got it.
Oh my God, 60 points.
Yeah, man. That probably made a difference in the end.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That's what makes a difference.
Yep, he's putting on the pressure now for Conejos and Aloy. They're like, God damn it. I was saying he's one of the few riders on an aluminum fork instead of a carbon fork. So theoretically it makes it a little bit harder to do this move. But he's so light that it doesn't really affect him.
Is it better? Do you guys prefer the fork to flex?
No, it has to be, especially for me as a heavy rider. I'm 80 kilos. I want the fork to be carbon as stiff as I can, because then there's no flex and all the power you put in goes straight out, and then you can easily make it to the back wheel.
Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see. Oh, that was pretty close, but I think he's in.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
I mean, the pressure's on for Aloy.
So that was 60 points, right, for Alejandro?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, because that's a really hard section.
I think he was 10 points. I know they were equal, right? I think the three Spaniards.
Yeah.
So that will make things harder for.
Because even Jack Carty didn't make 60 points in the third section. Alejandro is the first one that's doing it. Yeah, so that says a lot about the level. Better than Jack Carty.
Yeah. Oh, Aloy not getting up there. I mean, he'll be missing this extra time.
Yeah, it was first try by Alejandro.
He's got it. 1 minute and 5 seconds. He's got to be fast if he wants to make these 60 points.
But to go there to back wheel is so hard.
All right. He's got to be fast. He's got to be fast. It's like 50 seconds.
It's like a video game, man.
Yeah. He made that look easy.
Yeah.
I mean, Alejandro, I think they literally stopped the clock in 2 minutes. It was super, super tight.
Yeah. 2 more, 30 seconds to go, and 2 hooks.
He's got
Come on.
25 seconds. That's not bad.
If he fights,
Come on, Aloy.
I think he can do it. Come on, no. Just,
He's wasting time.
yeah, but
15 seconds.
come on. The crowd is gonna shout him up there. You're gonna, come on.
He's got more time.
Yes! Oh, no!
Was he in?
He's probably in, eh? He's probably in.
Was he in?
He's probably in.
That was a big mistake.
And he's probably
Did he
in.
get in?
He's in.
I think he did. Wow, that was pretty crazy. I mean,
Because he fell, and then no, come on, give him the 60. He deserves it.
I mean, I don't think none of them really could
I
see.
thi-
Oh no,
No, he's not in.
he's out.
He touched the floor with his foot before. No.
They're arguing there.
The
see if
axle
it's
of the
in or
bike
out.
it didn't go out. 50. Such a big
Oh
effort.
no, that was a big mistake. I mean, the hard part.
Yeah, but with the time and the pressure.
That could probably make the difference between a win.
Yeah, well, there's still one big, hard, difficult section where only Jack had 50 and the others 30 and 40. So that means a lot. It means it's a hard section to come.
Okay, so let's see, Borja Conejos. What's this guy going to come up with? So 10 points difference between Montalvo and Aloy Palau. 50 points in the end, yeah. It was pretty clear in the
Yeah, because his
on
bike,
the TV.
you're out of the section when your front axle is out. So that means he was out, not the bike. He was out of the section.
50 points, final decision. 50 points, final decision.
Back in the days, I seen when the rules weren't what they were, people throwing their bike out of the section with one dab, and they threw their bike out from like 4 meters away, and that counted.
I guess if the front axle goes, right?
Yeah, front axle went out and it was good. And they changed the rules, of course. It looked really weird.
People throwing their bike around in the section. Okay, so Borja, let's have a look. The pressure's on for Borja. He has to manage at least 50 points if he wants to still be in the final. That was a pity from Aloy. I mean, these guys.
One of the tallest riders. So you would think very, very powerful, but he always chooses the safest option to get on an obstacle, and he would use the bottom of a rock to get on. This is definitely up his alley.
By the way, did you manage to speak to Vincent to see what happened with the punctures?
No, not yet. No.
Okay, he's up.
Easy. Yeah, him and Alejandro looks like they're gonna have a little battle here.
50 seconds left. He's got more time than Alejandro and Aloy, so he can take it a bit easier. So smooth, so smooth.
Makes it look easier.
I mean, as you say, I mean, these guys just never miss.
Nope. I was questioning myself when I competed against them last year, and then I just realized, how did he save that? That was impressive.
It looked like it was a 5, but he managed to save that. So
I think he was going too easy. Like not the others were
8 seconds.
The others were putting their.
Oh no! Oh yeah. He managed. So tied with Aloy.
Yeah, the wind was blowing him off.
Tied with Aloy.
He was taking it too for granted, too much for
But
granted.
that's not bad. I actually thought he'd managed to score 40. So
40 or 50?
no, 50 in the end.
Yeah,
It looked. He nearly did a 5 there.
You know, he had the time, so.
Yeah, I think he didn't manage to push enough there. Okay, so everything's going to be decided in the last section.
Two more to go.
It's going to be exciting.
Very exciting.
Beams.
More exciting than the 26, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because we got 3 Jack Hardys here.
Yeah. Any of these guys can win.
Yeah.
Section number 4.
Lucien here in the sections. Plenty of balance from the Swiss.
Very good rider, eh? Very, very powerful too, but...
I mean, it must be so frustrating, right? I mean, the level this guy has, but I mean, you just...
Yeah, but they raised the bar in those 2-3 years, and the level keeps going up.
Front hook here. Is he gonna dab? Or is he gonna go? Yeah.
Vic. Beautiful town, by the way. Been
with 10 points at the section number 4.
Yeah, we're about 60 kilometers away from Barcelona. It's the first time the World Championships have been held here. And I mean, there's been a big effort from the organization to be able to design the sections, and like all the grass has been specially put in. So, I mean, it's been a tremendous job.
It's like a piece of art again, really.
They're actually going to leave it, so for future competitions.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's good and not good, because if people can ride it...
Yeah, no, they just always change it before competition.
Yeah, but still, it's like...
Okay, only 10 points for Lucien. This is going to make things easier for Benito. It does flex, this beam. Yeah, we did see it flexing before. Yeah. I mean, being that high and seeing the beam move, that must be not the best feeling. Okay, Benito Ros, the legend, many times world champion.
How many times he won, you know?
I think it's something like 7.
Yeah, but like elite, I don't know, a lot.
I mean, he dominated the 20-inch.
Yeah.
After, I don't remember the name, the German rider?
Marco Hüsel.
Yeah, that's it. And he did dominate the 20-inch scene for quite a while, and then I remember big battles with Abel.
Abel, yeah. He survived them all.
But I mean, hey, look, Abel's retired and he's still here.
Yeah. This is a negative. It's slightly overhanging, so makes it even harder. Come on, man. Yes.
I think that the organizers are trying to make an effort to like all the hooks, not to make them 90 degrees, to make them harder, to try and people not to hook. But
yeah, no.
I mean, the hooking skills are so good right now that they're making it harder for the guys who designed the sections.
I talked about it with a few riders, and they say, yeah, it's too high to go to 2 wheels, so you have to hook it.
Oh, that was close.
Come on, man. Yep. Perfect.
That was close. 20 points at the moment for the Spaniard.
Very controlled.
So section number 4, 2 more sections to go, and we will have a brand new World Championship winner.
Yeah, and
post-COVID era.
Yeah. And nothing been decided yet. That's the fun part of it.
Yeah.
Too bad. Come on.
Benito, I mean,
turn, drop the front wheel, and go.
The best Benito could get right now is either a 4th position.
He's out.
That's not bad, 20 points. I'll probably get him in front of Lucien and make him secure the 5th position. Let's see what Thomas has in store for us.
You know, as a trials rider, like his age, it's not that he can't do it. We just need a little bit more time. That's the thing. The younger guys just go faster. That's the difference they make.
And I think also like the mentality they have, like
Yeah,
they take bigger risks,
yes.
right? I mean,
like Eloy jumping from the last rock and flipping the bars.
Yeah.
Benito would be like, no, I'm good.
got 2 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely see a different mindset. But Benito, I think he has like a more it's more strategy approach, right?
Yeah, he knows. That's from the old school days. That's where we had to be strategic. Otherwise, you would never. If you took one risk, you were out. This is a similar simulation of back in the days. A lot of obstacles, a lot of strategy involved, and yeah.
Wow. Wow, super technical.
Come on, man. He's got to go faster if he wants to. Yes.
Wow. Just stayed there completely static.
Like in training, this obstacle, every rider, we would just like Vincent did it. He was the only one. We would just go like boom, boom, and go on the back wheel. But then we're a little bit tired and changes everything.
I mean, yesterday, it was a long race they had yesterday, like in the sun.
3 hours and more.
Yeah. 3 laps, 5 sections. I mean, that's not easy.
No.
I mean, we did see quite a few physiotherapists helping out their teams yesterday.
Yeah, I also had to stretch my legs once in a while. Definitely helped. And drink and eat a lot. That's the most important, because 3-4 hours, that's a really long time.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
I think I had like 3 bananas.
Okay.
4 energy bars, 3 liters of water.
Making sure you're getting the potassium in.
Yeah. And the sugar. Keep your sugar high.
Okay, so here's Thomas. 20 points so far. Wow. He definitely wants to battle it out.
Now he's in the gate. Now he can just go. Here's coach. Come on, man.
That's scary.
Just pedal it out. Don't think about.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 seconds. I don't think he'll make it.
Yeah, come on, one more, man.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. 10 more points.
Yes. Good fight, man.
That's going to make things difficult for Benito to get in the 4th spot.
Good fight by the Austrian. There's 3 generations in this final. There's Benito, Thomas Pechaker, and then the Alejandros.
Yeah.
3 generations of the sport.
Okay, Alejandro. Let's see what this guy's got in for us, leading the competition so far. In his Jitsi bike.
130, 130, 140. Montalvo.